Hello guys, I am Samyak Bakliwal here and this video is long time coming, but it's finally done. This, my friends, is the Headphone Stand 2.0 and you are going to make one. Now if you want any design choices, you can still make the 1.0, which you can find right on top of this video, but the materials you need for this project are quite similar, but it gets very premium this time. So first up you need M-Seal, nothing fancy, it's a perfect DIY material, and here I have the normal art and craft one. Next up, acting as the skeleton of the stand, a hanger, a normal cheap metal lined hanger. I personally am using this basket kind of thingy, I don't know why, but it's very strange. But it has this whole stand made up of this nice thin and strong metal wire, so I'm gonna use this, which is essentially the same as the hanger. Then obviously to bend the wires around you need a good quality plier, which I guess already must be lying around somewhere in your house. Now this is where I created some options, majorly two. You can simply use a really good quality cardboard box, preferably the thin ones that will be easily available, and for that you can just use the normal paper cutter to trim this down. But what I used is this huge wooden box. Honestly, I was just curious if I could make it with this one. And before we move ahead, let's just say I wouldn't, not unless I have the proper tools for it. Yeah, still I made it through. And for this project, let's just consider using cardboard for the good. And then finally, a small ruler. It is perfect for the base to keep the headphones on, so why not? Okay, too much said. Let's start. First up, draw two rectangles on the cardboard boxes roughly of sizes 9cm by 12cm and cut it as neatly as possible. This is where I got a lot of issues on cutting the wood, so just stick with the cardboard and cut it down. Now take one of the pieces and cut a 2 by 1cm rectangle on the top edge of the piece, as you can see here, and then just keep them aside for now. Then bring up the hanger and straighten it out as much as possible, and then eventually this is what you want to achieve. I personally got two same pieces of the metal strip. It shouldn't be that hard to do, so just hand the pliers and get going. And it should look something like this. Just don't worry about the edges, they will be covered soon. Another thing I did later on is take a black chart paper and covered the bottom of both my wooden pieces, just to have a clean bottom and a plain level to work with. And basically you are done with the hard work, so all that's left is assembling it. But before we do that, I haven't painted the pieces I have just to keep the texture, but I would recommend you to paint your cardboard pieces with the paint and glue mix. But I did cover the sides with glue to fill up the gaps, and now it's time to get dirty. So using M-Seal is like using clay, only after you mix it. So I'm using two boxes and mix them thoroughly until you get this. So keep that aside and then bring the pieces and the metal wire up front again. What I have done here is put an eraser between the two wires so that it doesn't get too much of an hassle while assembling, and then put the wires through the 2cm rectangle cut on the piece and putting it on the other piece. This is what you should have in front of you. So make sure that the wires are at the center and stand up right at 90 degrees, because correcting it will be harder later on. Do that and surround it with all the M-Seal you have. Keep it as condensed as possible and make sure to keep it clean. So take a ruler or whatever smooth stuff you have to clean out on the surface of the M-Seal, cause it's going to solidify pretty damn quick. Make sure to run the M-Seal all the way up the 2cm cut and fill it up, leveling it out with the surface of the piece, and then just let it dry. Just make sure not to put your fingers on it while it's drying, as it will pick up your fingerprints and will stay there for a really damn long time, like forever. It'll stay there. My friend, take a minute to look at what you have made, cause it looks total smoke. But it's not over yet. Take a small ruler and just put it on top of the bent wire you have up top. Here painting the ruler would make sense, as you don't want to show the measurements on it. So yeah, do that, or you can just stick paper tape and paint it, or leave it like that, works either way. So just put that on top of the wires and make sure it's lying perfectly parallel to the ground, and then all you need to do is make more M-Seal and put it all along the covering of the wire on the top to the base of the ruler, and you are done with the DIY. One thing I'm willing to do here is make my logo in an abstract form, cause, well, art. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the Headphone Stand 2.0 in flesh. It works so great, and it wouldn't make you any prouder to rest your headphones on a designated position on your prestigious setup on this headphone stand. Make one for yourself. If you have any doubts, let me know in the comment section down below. That is all I have for you guys today, so thank you for watching and drop a like down below if you want me to make more DIYs. And that's it. I am Samyak Bakliwal here, and I will catch you guys later.